Anywho, with Gardening Simplified. It's March 8th, and we're out here in the garden, and we're going to plant us some ginger. And ginger is pretty easy to plant. I planted a few inches deep. Just set your rhizomes flat. But something I wanted to mention, we pre-sprouted these. Just a matter of moistening them down. We soak them in a little peroxide and water. That way it'd kill most of mold and stuff, keep them from molding as bad. But put them in a plastic bag. I just let them kind of drain off, put them in a plastic bag, put a paper towel in there so it'll soak up extra moisture. But you can see all these tips. Whenever this was put in, I cut these apart so that they would have plenty of grow points on them, and then let them sit in there. And this was after about a week's time. It didn't take that long, week, 10 days. And now these, when they go in the ground, they'll come up quick. And we're going to use this area behind the greenhouse here because here in our area it gets so hot in the summer, and this will cut down on a whole lot of the heat because the greenhouse with its shade cloth will kind of give this shade. And then it'll, after a while, of course, it'll get evening sun, but we do have some trees over here, and so it'll limit its time during the day. And plus, I water the greenhouse real regular because it doesn't get rain, and I can give these extra moisture. Now, this is a lot of ginger. You don't need to plant this much, but I do plan on freeze drying it and powdering it up, make me some ginger powder. But it doesn't take long for these things to get in the ground. Like I say, just put them about 2-3 inches deep, and they'll do their thing. And we're going to come over here too. We got some other stuff going on today. We went by the farmer's market. Louis Duffield, he grows blueberries and blackberries and sells them at the farmer's market. And they're nice plants. These are 1 gallon plants, and that's $10 a piece. So that's a whole lot cheaper than when you start buying these at Lowe's or one of those other big box stores. So you might want to check out your local farmer's market because you can really get a deal on a lot of these things. But what we're going to do is we're going to expand this. We do have some empty spots where we've lost some plants, and we're going to come down and we're going to plant this row with new plants. We'll have to put some more in that row by the edge, but we still haven't got that cleared out yet. We've got to do a little bit more with our pine bark mulch, and our mulch is, we've got a big pile. Whenever we had our pine trees thin, we had planted pine. When we had them thin, we had them stack all that stuff on a location here. And we had one of the biggest compost piles. We still have a big compost pile, but that all those limbs and stuff, and over time there are some of it's still breaking down, but the pine has got a lower pH. So whenever we put this in here, it's going to keep our pH close to where it needs to be, because for your blueberries to thrive, you got to have your soil pH about 4.5 to 5.5. If it gets up higher than that, they just don't do good. So we did do some sulfur, which elemental sulfur will lower the pH, and we've got them about 4.5 right now with our pH tester. And this pine bark will keep it at that level, or tend to make it easier to keep it at that level. Okay, we've got all that ginger in the ground. I put me some pelleted chicken litter here for fertilizer. I'll water it in good. And we've got our blueberries in the ground. So we've got a full row here, one there, and one there. And this got a few other plants down here, but we've still got to do some cleaning out, get that grass under control. But blueberries are, which are a wonderful fruit anyway, but blueberries are something that you can buy, and if they're flowering, you can get fruit that year. You know, sometimes you get a situation, depending on your variety, that they flower too early and a freeze might get them. But most of these varieties here and in the south, these are a better variety, the rabbit eye, unless you're further south than I am, because they bloom later. So normally they won't start blooming until after the freeze, or they might just start, but they'll continue to bloom after the freeze. So they produce later, and you might not get that like some of the high bush varieties. Now I do have some high bush here, and this year there shouldn't be a problem with getting fruit from them. But a lot of years they start blooming with the least bit of warm weather, and then they end up, a cold spell comes and it knocks all your crop off. So that's something to consider whenever you start planting blueberries. Is yes, we like to get everything early, but sometimes you need a mixture, either something that'll produce early and you might get a crop from it, but get you something that you know is going to produce a little bit later, so you'll have a better chance of enjoying the fruit from it. But plant you some blueberries. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and of course give it a big thumbs up and enjoy that gardening experience.